Yeah. Everybody here in Indiana is doing the dance of joy, right?
Happy Pacers. They won last night, and so now they lead 2 games to 1.
Well, in the forecast, there was no thunder.
That's right. They won 116-107. They were behind the first quarter, came ahead by halftime, and then kind of slacked off a little bit the third quarter, and then come back and
Yeah.
really put it on
Punched it.
Oklahoma, punched it in there at the end. So,
Which I'm okay. You can you can do a little less at the beginning and so much, but then at the end punch it.
yeah, they could if they play tomorrow night. If they win tomorrow night at Indianapolis, they would go. They would be up 3-1, and they would go back to Oklahoma for Monday evening, and so.
Good times.
But anyway, it's best of 7, so this will keep going back and forth till somebody gets 4 wins. So.
Love that. Like 4. Yeah.
Or whatever. They got to
It's like a game show. You have to get 4. You have 7 chances to win 4 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we had the Reds on yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
And if I can find it here,
they
got.
I don't think you. I know exactly. I don't think you want to know. I don't think you want to know.
Okay.
Easy. I did not.
Okay.
Did you notice? I did not.
There was a musical group that beat on trash can lids, and so that's kind of what happened to the Reds yesterday.
We love them though.
Well, 11-2. That's a. And what I don't get is they had won the previous 2 games, and they seemed like they won pretty easy, and then.
I wasn't even. This is an attitude of gratitude morning, starting off the morning.
I know.
Beautiful, and I wasn't even going to touch that. I was not going to go there.
I'm just giving sports
we
words. So
love
they could have tied with the Brewers if they would have won yesterday.
But it didn't happen.
They're still a game behind the Brewers, and they're 4th place. Cubs leading, Cardinals, Brewers, Reds, and the Pirates. So today, let's see, they probably have a travel day today. Yeah. So they're playing in Detroit tomorrow, 3 games, and then back on Tuesday at home with the Minnesota Twins.
Minnesota.
Yeah, so Minnesota Twins.
Yeah.
And then they go out to play St. Louis, and then the Yankees come to town June 23rd. So how about that?
New York again.
And no sweet visit for the Yankees game because that's a popular.
Yeah. But fun time. Baseball, definitely. A lot going on. Busy time. We got basketball, baseball.
Yeah, we've got.
And then they started with the little ones, and all around I know football training, football camps,
we've got
football.
College.
We got soccer camp, and then I saw Vanessa Newkirk, and I did not. She did the cutest camp yesterday at Western Hills with the golf. I love that. I mean. She was doing. I just think it's adorable. She was doing great with the golf. I mean, there's everything. I love that. Swimming. We got swimming lessons going. Yeah, for youngsters.
What was when we were kids? The guy that was over the golf course, Bob. He had several children. You know who I'm talking about.
I do.
They did a golf camp, and
I'm thinking, and nothing's happening over here.
Chip ball. He'd set 5-gallon buckets out, and we'd have to chip balls and get them in the bucket.
Well, while you were chip balling, I was probably in a pool. So
you were probably in a pool, yeah.
Right.
Speaking of football, IU begins its season on August 30th.
Exciting.
And they're doing some practicing now. So
talking about that. Yep. It'll be here before we know it. Yeah. Let's thank our sponsors before we know it.
Absolutely. Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's. They're getting ready for chopping up stuff for Friday's big buffet.
Well, the whole weekend's a wonderful buffet. Talk about take your dad.
2 Friday and 1 on Sunday.
You know what? I feel like I need to call Joanne and just talk to her real quick about that buffet. You think I'm going to put her on the spot if I call her?
Don't know.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Get back to our sponsor. I started thinking about food. I'm sorry. Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You were talking about the sponsors.
Yeah. Fox Purley Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, McAllister Land Consulting, First Harrison Bank, Louisville Batch Neck Hospital, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, and Temple and Temple.
Okay. Let me just text her. First of all, are you up? Seriously. I bet she's up. She's probably going to say, am I up? Of course I'm up, Becky. I put our. Hang on. Okay. I should not be doing this while I'm on the radio. Okay. All right. Let me go back. Okay. Let's go back to today.
Let's see if we can. They may have. Sundays.
Yeah, they're buffet.
Oh, wait a minute. This would have been this past Sunday.
No. We need the Father's Day buffet. Meat. Right.
Well, no. This would have been. See what today's the 11th.
No, 12th. Today's the 12th.
12th. So
we skipped a day there.
Hang on. Let me look at something.
Okay.
Hang on. 8. Okay. So
that's a little bit.
We don't know what they're going to do. So,
we will actually.
This past Sunday they had sauerkraut, smoked sausage.
Can't go wrong
pork
with that.
with mushroom gravy and fried chicken.
Get out.
They're
Mushroom.
fried chickens. Pretty
good. Okay, you love their pizza. Yeah, pizza. All right, let's talk about this today, the 12th day of June. We'll see. Maybe we'll find out about Mama Rosa's. This is Crowded Nest Awareness Day. Crowded Nest Awareness Day, and it shows a nest, and it's got like 20 eggs on it. 10 eggs on it.
Didn't have 20, but
yeah,
we were crowded.
Ghost in the Machine Day. You know, it's funny because we've had some like battery operated things that have just all of a sudden started going off on their own.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of the night. Okay, there was an elephant that it was the cutest thing. I'm trying to remember what its name was. And it raised its trunk and it like did this cute little elephant sound. And then Tim Conway, remember. Anyway, did the cute little elephant sound, moved his little elephant ears, and then like walked. It was the cutest thing. Well, it was weird because of the nighttime, that thing would just start going and just start. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit. Oh,
I'd rather that than the monkey with the cymbals.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's kind of
why they always have that.
They do that in scary movies, yeah. Well, and I feel like scary movies have actually kind of like, okay, would we have thought that way? This is very interesting. This would be something somebody wants to study. Okay, if scary movies had not brought all that to us, would
we know that?
Would we think that way? Just like with dolls. Like for years, like my when I was younger, we loved dolls. Dolls were cool.
We were the clown doll and poltergeist.
See, all the different dolls. Well, I'm not even going to say some of the other ones because I don't even verbally.
Slang for Charles.
I'm not even going to talk about. I'm not talking about all that. But look, we already talked about the Reds losing. Okay, enough's enough.
Happy day.
Okay, I know. But anyway, but it's interesting, and somebody needs to do which I love. I love survey studies, or somebody needs to figure out, because I don't think this day and age it's harder for little ones to like dolls. I think it's because dolls have got a bad rap now.
The doll season's kind of
over. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how things, I guess, have changed. But because years ago dolls were really pretty cool, and I didn't think the way that those scary movies try to make you think. Dolls, clowns. I think everybody's been a little bit. Clowns have always been a little on the edge. The big feet, the egg, the makeup. Oh no, we love Presto. Sorry. Presto. Yeah. Well, there's a lot going on with the clown, but I think pulling things from their sleeves, bozo, yeah. But anyway, it's just interesting how things have changed on that. So, but I do say that on the toys that all of a sudden just start coming alive for whatever reason, it's a little scary. So, needless to say, the moral of the story is, the elephant, even though it was the cutest little elephant, had to go. Gots to go. Can't be doing that every middle of the night. This is also Little League girls baseball game. Love that. Little League girls baseball. Day. Sorry. I said game, didn't I? This is Loving Day. Ooh. I love Loving Day. Loving.
I feel like firing up some Fleetwood Mac.
Sing a little bit of that. What are you talking about? Which song? You can't play it.
I can play the.
I don't have the rights to play.
Just a couple of seconds.
No, just sing it. You can
I don't
verbally.
know.
Well, just say it then.
I
Just
don't know.
please.
Oh, you make loving fun.
Yes. Okay. Ah, that's yes. Okay. There. Okay. No. Stop.
There.
I don't have the rights. I cannot get a fine on that. Okay. Please don't. Okay. All right. Loving Day. I was thinking of other songs.
Foo on you, YouTube.
No, don't do that. No. Okay. Stop. Okay. So this is also Magic Day. Love that. Do you believe in magic?
The great Houdini.
I love Houdini. I love that.
There's been some good magic movies.
And I'm trying to remember, Houdini had a uniqueness the way he passed away. Remember, it was actually, he would do, okay, let me try to remember. I'm trying to remember if I don't want to get his story. There's really some cool magicians, I'm trying to say magicians stories about how they passed away. They didn't pass away at, like, I think, was it a hit to the stomach? Was it something?
Well, he had a water-filled tank, kind of like on
the Prestige.
Yeah.
Was it the Prestige?
I get them mixed up.
Or maybe,
but he actually died
from a hit to the stomach, right? Or,
well, he had a ruptured appendix.
Okay.
And had it was septic, but which was exacerbated by a punch to the stomach he received a week before his death. Yeah.
Now that gives me hope in my memory.
But if you start feeling a pain from personal experience, if you start feeling a pain in your stomach, go get it checked out.
And you feel sick.
And you feel sick.
And you might turn a little green. You might be a different color. Note to self: it's time to go see your local doctor, or to the emergency room.
I was told, get over yourself, man.
That's sad. That's sad. They should not have been sad.
No.
But anyway, back to the Houdini. I remember that because my dad was huge into magic.
Yeah.
And I remember that because of all of the things that he did and all of the, like, the water things that he did and stuff, you would have thought that would have been the way he passed. But he actually passed from a punch in the gut. So, yeah, very interesting.
Isn't that a punch in the gut?
Well, be careful. It's really sad. It's very sad. Yeah. Yeah. And back then they didn't know. You remember that one show? Well, it's either you got there's the two shows. I get them confused. You got the Prestige and then the Illusionist. Yes.
And then there's the Great Burt Wonderstone.
Don't even get me started on that. Love that. Now you're gonna make me want to watch that. I love that. Love
not quite the same as the other
no,
two,
a little different. Yeah, but all three are very good. And and after I watch them, they always get me where I want to be. I love them. But anyway, but the one I don't remember which one, but one of them, I remember his helper, the lady, actually is in the water too long, and they bring her out, and now and they did not do CPR on her. And what I thought was, at first, why are they not CPR on her? But you go back to then the date that it's supposed to be, they didn't know to do that. So that was very eye-opening, I thought. So anyway, so yes, some good movies. If you're looking for summer movies, those are good movies.
Yeah, probably could have saved her. And that was Prestige was kind of my favorite of the two because it featured Nikola Tesla.
Yeah.
Who was extremely smart.
Very smart.
And only related in name only to the car company.
A little fun fact. National Automotive Service Professionals Day. You talk about, huge to know how to do that and fix things,
and especially the way they're made now.
Oh my goodness. Well, and everyone's unique. Everyone's different, National Career Nursing Assistants Day. Hats off to our career nursing assistants. And, I know like Meadowview and Salem Crossing, they celebrate their nurses and all of their people all the time. And they should, because talk about givers and all that they do. And so I hope there's more, I guess, nursing assistants or nurses that want to go out into that field. We need more. National Jerky Day.
Well, that's my day. Named in my honor.
Jerky. I do love jerky. It's so funny though when somebody opens up a bag of jerky, like in a close confinement, it reeks.
It's got
It's got a
Different
different smell.
But boy, is it good.
Boy, but don't think there won't be
The
hands
hands
in
will come
there.
out.
Yeah, everybody everybody likes jerky. Our family likes jerky. Yeah. National Peanut Butter Cookie Day. Ooh, Myrtle, my babysitter, she would make the best peanut butter cookie day, and she would make them
What
often.
was her secret?
I don't know. I was too little. I don't. I don't remember. I don't know. I just know they would be fresh out of the oven, and she would put them and bring them and set them right there, and just oh, so
It's
good.
amazing to me when you see them and you think, oh, that's has such a different look, and then when you find out how you get that look, it's kind of a oh,
Well, and
who would have thought to do that?
to do that on the
With
peanut
the
butter
fork.
cookie. Yeah, and that's what it shows. It's really cool. Yeah, but the peanut butter cookie is like it's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't really want to know what all's in the
Now,
ingredients.
you think that you would you use creamy or chunky?
On peanut butter, I believe they do
Chunky.
the not. Oh, you know what? Well, good question. I think I've made them years ago. I don't remember though, but I was thinking creamy, but maybe you would do chunky. It's funny how like people like you get to know someone and whether they like the creamy peanut butter or the chunky peanut butter.
We do this.
We
creamy.
did this with the mayor when he was here, and
What was his
the
preference?
mayor, the city of Salem, I can officially says likes the crunchy peanut butter. He likes the
Crunchy.
yeah. That's his preference. So anyway, I just thought he probably loves me telling that. So if anybody's getting anything for him, yes, he likes
bring him a big jar of,
the crunchy.
and you've seen they've got the big jars.
Oh, they got huge jars, but that's what our family had to buy. when you have 1,000 kids, you buy.
We'd have the 5-pound jar of peanut butter, but no jelly or bread.
Yeah, that's the way it happens. Just look at it. That's all it's gonna get. It's as good as it gets.
My favorite's when you get down to the bottom and you set that one aside and write mouse on it on the outside. And that's what you use
for your mouse. Yeah. Well, the peanut butter because it like makes them have to sit there and lick it. They just can't grab it like the cheese. Yeah, a little bit of. This is Red Rose Day. We've got some beautiful roses too.
Yep.
Red rose, and I think this has been the year for roses.
Yeah. It was they were a little rough starting off,
Mhm,
but once the weather started getting warmer, then they came out of it.
Something we are over the moon and excited about coming up very shortly. Been watching a lot of the trailers. Superman Day.
Yep.
Yes, it's going to be so good.
I think it is.
Yes, this is going to be. I'm a huge Batman fan, but man, Superman, you're doing it. There's going to be. I'm not mean to be a spoiler alert, but you can watch the trailer. It's going to be a dog. This is going to be funny.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
I know. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
All the people, Lex Luthor and.
Yeah. And the scene where he's like kissing Lois Lane. I don't know if they're kissing or hugging. I think they're kissing, but there's affection. Something's going on there. When he goes up and he takes her like flying up, that's like the scene that like you always see.
You remember in
that's like the money shot.
What was the year? 1978. When that came out and he flew her, that was
yes, and that's what I'm saying. That like to me is just like,
and that was just with cables and I mean.
Well, I don't want to know all that. I wanted to see the.
I know, but
I don't want. I want to see the love.
It looked real.
And he was doing. He is really doing it. Okay.
Christopher Reeve, I think, was.
Good Lord, we loved him. Loved that man. Yeah, he was like that's it.
And
well, like
Hackman was Lex Luthor.
Well, we had so many Batman. We've had so many Batmans, but like the Superman, like Christopher Reeve was Superman, right? Don't you feel? Mm-hmm. Anyway, but that scene is like I'm so glad that they put that scene in there because I feel like that this is like I love the person that said that has to be in there, and I'm gonna have to figure out who the person was that said that because I'm gonna have to say thank you. Probably
James Gunn.
James Gunn, well played, well played. That scene needed to be in there. Very good. So anyway, that's going to be awesome. It's going to be out. Is it August? It's going to be a little while before it comes
July 11th.
Oh, it's July. Okay. Closer than, okay. There we go.
Just a couple of weeks.
All right. Superman. Women Veterans Day. Hats off to all those Women Veterans Day. You know what I mean? And I think that's great. And saluting all of them today. Very good. World Day Against Child Labor. Okay. All right. Very good. All right, those are some dates, and I believe
that give them a hard to get out of cleaning the room today?
I do remember our girls talking about child labor to us, and that was just the
Picking
whole
up
thing.
sticks is not child
Labor.
Okay? That's
Cleaning
called
your room is not child labor. You know what I mean?
being an effective and useful part of the family.
Well, and actually being a citizen and getting up and getting out of bed and getting dressed and let's get moving, that is not child labor. Okay. Contrary to what we were told. Okay. Getting up and making sure you go to school, that is not child labor. Okay. That is part of life. But today, wait, I think we've got one more night of the strawberry moon.
I think so.
Because
I didn't see it last night. I looked.
I don't. Yeah, I didn't see it either. So, but one more night of the strawberry moon, so we need to catch that. If you have not caught it, good things. Also, How to Train Your Dragon is opening up today.
Yeah.
So that is going to be cool, and it looks beyond good. I love that. Love that.
Yeah, good show.
All right, what's the one beverage? Don't pre-read this, that we cannot live without. And I'm so happy that I'm not the only one. Okay. I do not stand alone. Okay. What was it? The cheese stands alone. The cheese stands alone. Not me. I do not stand alone. It is coffee.
Oh, I was going to say Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
I'm just joking.
Okay. The fact that a coffee and soda company did this poll makes it a little, maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit odd, but it's hard to argue that it's not true. The company that owns Keurig, Dr. Pepper, and a bunch of other brands just released its first ever State of Beverage report. I love that. State of Beverages.
State of the Union.
Yeah, State of Beverages. And found that the most important drink of them is, you guessed it, coffee. Mm-hmm. It's the top beverage Americans say they can't live without. Okay, I'm going to put, before we go further, okay? What's the one thing that is at our house that is refilled as soon as it's empty?
The water reservoir on the coffee pot.
Well, okay.
Oh.
No, when we are out of something and we have to go get some coffee. That is, I mean, like that. Besides, which is no, we don't let that get empty. No. Anyway, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Anyway, no. I feel like okay, like if we're out of bread, if we're out of milk, if we're out of
if I know that there's
potato
no
chips,
coffee
I don't
for the
know
morning at 11 o'clock at night, I would go out and get coffee.
I was gonna say, what's the one thing that we make sure? Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're staying all night somewhere else. What's the one thing that we ask? What's the situation like? What's the accommodations? How will you accommodate us?
Do we have
a coffee pot? Do we have a coffee pot?
And
do we have coffee, or do we have access to a coffee, or will you be bringing us coffee?
That's one of the first calls I make. Could you bring up some more coffee? Isn't there coffee in your room, sir? Yes, but there's not enough coffee. We need more coffee.
Check in.
Bring all the coffee.
Coffee. We need like a bag. I love when they give me a bag of coffee. Yes. Or we'll be bringing your coffee to you. I mean, right? Those are accommodations. That is right. Right. Okay. So let's say we're getting ready to go in our dressing room. A dressing room would be accommodated with coffee, and peanut M&Ms. Okay.
Only certain colors.
Please pick out. I do not want the browns, blues, or reds.
I want the yellows,
orange,
greens, and orange.
Very good. You should know that. I hope you know that. I would be so sad.
I've got to know.
Talk about it.
No, I'm just.
I think you got that edged in your Okay.
She needs 3 color M&Ms, a Whopper, and some coffee.
Oh my gosh! Or Big Mac. Big Mac. I feel like that was a little bit off there. I don't know. Okay, all right.
It says here 62% of Americans say that my day doesn't start without. You've got it. I was looking at the actual thing. I'm sorry.
Okay, 69%. Wait, what did you say? Say that again. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No. 62% of Americans say my day doesn't start until I'm sorry. I'm reading the actual report. I didn't see. Go ahead. And that's all.
Okay. What did you say? Repeat that again.
62% of Americans say my day doesn't start until I've had a cup of coffee.
And 69% agree with that. Drinking coffee every morning is my happy place. That doesn't mean coffee is our favorite drink, though. It's just one we need in order to function every day. America's favorite beverage soda 53% enjoys the taste more than any other beverage. Oh, the America's favorite beverage is soda. 53% enjoy the taste more than any other beverage, which I know that a lot of people wake up and kind of get moving by Mountain Dew and or Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is huge, but I think coffee, I'm happy to hear, is the number one beverage. So there we go. As we walk on.
And what this has at the bottom of the screen, if asked to choose, 59% people said that they'd prefer caffeine over food in the morning.
And I'm that person.
And 73% of those aged 21 and over would rather skip all evening alcohol or alcoholic alternative beverage rather than give up coffee.
Yeah, I don't want to give up coffee. Yeah.
And it's a 14-page thing, but you can.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Onward ho.
It's called the company now is called Keurig Dr. Pepper. So they own Keurig owns Keurig and Dr. Pepper.
Well, they're just doing good because the Keurig is like really popular, and then Dr. Pepper like has they a few months ago or whatever talking about how like Dr. Pepper is like the number one soft drink, which is beating out Mountain Dew.
Well, they really showed up
at the CMA.
We were in hot Nashville last summer, and they had cold samples of what is it, Dr. Pepper strawberry and vanilla or something.
What a treat! Yeah, exactly.
And we had to get some more of that stuff.
Delicious. And it was cold, and it was good.
Cold being the key.
They hooked us up with some extras. Yeah, very good, very good. All right.
Becky White just don't have one sample.
They gave us more than one sample. And the one guy who had the cool T-shirt. What was the T-shirt that? Wasn't it Dr. Pepper? I think it was a Dr. Pepper T-shirt he had on. Yes, he had a Dr. Pepper T-shirt on, and I guess he had some. They were all of the workers had their Dr. T, and I liked it. And he took it off, and went the rest of the day shirtless, and gave me that shirt. It was sweaty. So I took it home and washed it. Didn't put it on, but I do appreciate him giving me the shirt. Talk about giving me the shirt off his back. He really did. All right. Why don't you tell us about some fast food fries?
Ooh. Now, fries are important. I'm not supposed to have them, but boy, you can't pass up a good French fry.
Fry guy.
Oh, out of 21 fast food French fries, they ranked In-N-Out Burger number 1. Never had that. Shake Shack is number 2. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers number 3. Never had that either. I think I know where a couple of those are at. Bojangles 4. Chick-fil-A 5. Now, Chick-fil-A, they have that waffle fry, right? Isn't that what those are?
Yeah, I was trying to think. Fry. Yeah.
Raising Cane's has number 6. Zaxby's number 7, Arby's 8, Hardee's 9, and Checkers and Rally's 10. Rally's fries. Remember those seasoned? They've got some kind of. I know Rally's is not not up there with Red Lobster.
When you pull up, no, Red Lobster tops. But when you start going like at Rally's, like as soon as your car starts going in the drive-thru, you know it's wrong. Like you know you're doing bad. But it's going to be so good, right? There's our English language. You're doing bad, but it's going to be so good.
Remember they had those little mushroom and Swiss?
Oh, they still have them.
I'll tell you, a mushroom and Swiss burger, you just can't beat it.
Yeah. It sounds good. Yeah. Are we getting ourselves hungry over here or what? Yeah.
Maybe. So I don't know.
Okay.
Some of them I thought maybe would be on the list. Wasn't on this list.
Well, if you're noticing any places missing from that list, you're not alone. And now here are the 5 worst fries. What?
Yeah, I didn't get that.
What? KFC. I think they have like I don't remember, but don't they have the wedge fries? I think they have like the wedge.
Well, they used to.
Oh.
No, they were pretty good.
I thought so.
We would make a few of them extra late in the evening.
Okay, I don't believe this. I'm going to throw this survey is like poo poo. No, I don't agree with the survey. McDonald's. No, 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 no. I don't know who. Somebody's like got it in for them because somebody's like, this is like false news here. False, what do you call it? False news. Yeah, false news or fake news. This is fake news because McDonald's would not be 20 or 21 down the line. No way. McDonald's. Wait, okay. You take a McDonald's fry and let's say that you have ketchup or let's say you have a burger and you take a bite of the burger, you take a bite of the fry with some ketchup, you've made it. I'm sorry. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Burger King is low on the worst. They're the worst. Burger King is good, I thought.
They're not bad. They're not. Wendy's had pretty decent ones.
They didn't even make the list. For
who's doing this list?
Church's Chicken. Have we had Church's Chicken? I don't remember.
No, but that was a guy in New Orleans that started that, and I don't know if there's any up here or not.
I don't think there is Church's. I've heard of it, but I don't know. Popeyes. We had Popeyes for a little while here in our community, and then it's gone. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember their fries. I don't remember their fries.
We just remember their chicken. And the fact that they did not have shrimp po' boys here.
No, some did.
Some do.
Some do.
But
we have to go a little bit more south than to get those.
I never understood that one.
No, but well, it's, I guess.
If you've never had a good po' boy sandwich, you need to go down to New Orleans
some
or
laundromat.
Or
go in New Orleans, go to a laundromat, and that's where for some reason the laundromats have the restaurants right there. That's beautiful. Doing laundry, eating a po' boy. I think you might have made it. Little
Melba's
clean underwear.
Is it Melba's? Hang on.
I do want to suggest this. I will put definitely my stamp of approval on that.
Which one is it?
Because do a little laundry and eat a po' boy.
I think it's Melba's. No, I don't know. But anyway, it's not too far from downtown, and you can go in and have po' boy. You get some crawfish on one side.
We're talking a lot of food here. What was the other one that we stopped at? There was another one, the laundromat one, and then there was another one too that was really good that had the sandwiches.
The muffalata?
No, that was the marketplace or the market.
You like the roast beef po' boy?
Yes, I
did.
With
the gravy?
Yes.
More,
and the
please.
crowd said yes.
More, please.
Oh, and I'm not a gravy person. I try to stay away from gravy, but well, okay, hang on. Here's what happens. Let me just kind of explain. There's got to be a science to this. Okay. So they take the bread.
It was Mother's, I think.
Okay. They take the bread and then make the bread like really good. And then they take the roast beef and put it on there. And then they put that gravy, and the gravy kind of soaks up it becomes chemistry at this point. It is just exactly where this gravy comes up in this bread. And then you get the kind of the bread it's not soggy. It's just right.
It's toasted a little bit.
It is toasted, a little harder bread with the gravy. It's just chef kiss.
I'm trying to get a list of what all you can. They have. You can get gator po' boys. You can get crawfish po' boys. You can get oyster po' boys, which they're.
I can't do gator. I can do the shrimp.
It doesn't taste like chicken. I'll tell you that. It's kind of a.
They say it does though. Did they say that gator tastes like chicken? I can't do it. So. I could do. I could wear the alligator boots if you want to make some boots, but the meat I don't want.
It's got a little lettuce. It's got your meat and some kind of sauce usually, and then the bread. And it's like Italian bread, but it's toasted and it's really good.
I know.
Let's go to get some po' boys.
Well, that, and then we have to get a muffalata, and then we have to stop and get some beignets. Okay, got it. And then you got to, you're going to be packing on the calories, and then the next day you're called. The next week is called fasting.
Let's see if Spirit has a turnaround flight.
They were just advertising how fast there was some destination that they go straight. I can't remember. I just saw an ad for that. I don't remember where it was at.
We need a food trip to New Orleans.
Yeah. All right. So talking about going back now, hang on. Now back squirrel. We totally went off the food trail, but going back to the French fries. How is it possible that maybe McDonald's has set that maybe McDonald's has set the bar so high for itself that people are more likely to complain on if they aren't awesome. Some worse people are less likely to be unsatisfied when going to more consistent quality focused places like In-N-Out Burger, just a guess. Okay, I just want to say something right now. I think this is fake news. I do not stand behind this survey. Even though I have nothing to do with this survey, I don't necessarily agree with it because I know so many people that go through McDonald's and grab the fries.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think this is, and I do agree that possibly McDonald's has set such a high bar. The others are trying to keep up, and I'm not saying that, but people know McDonald's for their fries, right?
Yep.
Isn't that true?
Yep.
And a lot of these others, I mean, the other ones have got good. I don't know where you're. Have we In-N-Out and Burger? I'm trying to remember if I've eaten that In-N-Out. I'm trying to remember what are they like. Do they have like everything there? Is it real cheap? And they're like there's a place that has a drive-through that's got like real inexpensive things. It's almost and they it seems like they pattern off of a picnic, or they pattern off of and like they have all weird things.
I
Like
don't know.
I'm trying to remember what that place is called. It's got different like I don't know all kinds of food. I mean like everything, and it's inexpensive. When you put it all together, it's like a la carte stuff.
I know they didn't mention.
And that's not In-N-Out then, right? I don't know what In-N-Out burger.
They're out in California, and we've never.
Wait, hold on. In-N-Out burgers are like big, like don't they have like food trucks? Remember they go out play? They go. Food?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, I could be. Seems like some of the celebrities have had In-N-Out burgers at some of their parties, like they cater it or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. All right. So I don't agree with that, but on how we sell. There we go. Okie dokie. Okay. All right. The end of an era. No one wants hotel front desk anymore. Oh, contraire. I don't agree with this. I love the front desk. You make friends with the front desk, and the front desk is always good to you. Think back to the last time you thought about a hotel's front desk. It may have been in a movie because they're becoming less significant in real life. According to a new report, I don't know where these reports are coming from, 70% of American travelers are more likely to check themselves into a hotel using an app or self-service instead of walking up to a traditional front desk. As this preference skyrockets to 80% among the Gen Zer travelers. Okay, I just want to say, like some of the hotels that I've been to, like going up to that front desk or going up to that check-in person, I love that experience. And I like that you can ask questions, you can find out things, right? If you need more coffee, I can't imagine not having the front desk, right? That's kind of like the greeting, the welcoming. Well, let's go to the Polynesian. When you go to the front desk, you're going to get a lei put around your neck, right? Okay. Let's go to the Moxie. Whenever you go check in, they're going to hand you a drink in your hand.
There you go.
You know, I mean, right? You go to Holiday Inn. They're going to greet you and accommodate you if you forgot your toothbrush. I mean, I'm correct. True story. If you have questions you want to ask, you want to talk to a person, like, you know, I'll be going here, you know, how much time do I need to accommodate to get there? You know, if I'm walking, I
can't remember what I was going to say. Yeah,
because I'm usually the one.
Disney front desks are the best.
It's like going to be good. It's going to be good. So I don't want to give that up. I hope we don't give that up. Hotel front desk used to be hospitality feature, which I still think they are. I'm very happy. Put me on that poll. I'll tell you, it's good. This is when they're probably staffed, convenient, and helpful. I think they're very helpful. I think they're okay staffed. I have had to wait, but that's okay. It's part of it. Yeah. But now many people would rather interact with an app than wait in a long line of a lobby. Okay, let's go back to New York. Okay, so we stayed at that hotel in New York, and they didn't have a coffee machine, a coffee pot. Remember, it was my birthday, and it was a kind of a crazy day.
It was
Now, don't repeat. No, we don't have to tell. We don't have to name drop. Don't whatever. They didn't. They don't give coffee pots unless you're a stewardess. So they asked me, "Are you a stewardess?" Well, I'm not a liar. So I wish. Yeah, if everybody's like, "Why did you not say yes?" But instead, I said, "No, I'm not." So there, you don't get a coffee pot. But then when I went down to the lobby, to the front desk, and I said, "It's my birthday, and I'm in need." Coffee is very valuable to me. Yes. And look at my crazy eyes. I need coffee. They, no problem. So that I sent up a coffee pot with a bag of coffee.
Security.
No, we got along real well. the front desk and I got along real well. But anyway, they did.
They didn't understand that they didn't have coffee pots or something.
I think they know.
It was. I can tell the general area that it was in. We were not too far from Madison Square Garden.
We were right downtown. Yeah. We were downtown, and you don't get a coffee pot unless you're a stewardess. So note to self. but I kept my nest in heaven. I did not lie, but I did go down there and talk to them and told them the truth that I did need a coffee pot, and they were very good, and they gave me a coffee pot, and I did get a bag of coffee.
We had a good view from our. I mean, that was.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Yeah. When the eagles are soaring by you, and the airplanes, you can see every passenger in there. It's a good view. It's a good view. Really, that is a compliment. It was a good compliment.
Do we have?
Okay, so of course.
Coffee. I was trying to see if they had coffee rooms, non-coffee rooms, non-smoking, smoking.
Well, that's a whole nother. Yeah, but I do believe. Okay, so of course, completely skipping the front desk isn't an option everywhere, but it's probably only a matter of time. Think about it with Airbnb and all of the different things, and you can rent someone else's house without even seeing or talking to them. This is the way it's going to go. I just want to say, please don't do it. Please don't do it.
Don't take away the.
Don't do it.
Coffee.
Well, also you need to ask, where's the pool? What I mean? This way to the pool.
The way to the pool is by my desk, which I will be at.
Waiting.
Thank you. So
waiting for you to walk by. So bad. That's so bad. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the Father's Day tips. We're gearing up for Father's Day. Dear old Dad, Brad and I were hitting them hard yesterday. These are actually songs to touch Dad's heart.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to do you feel like this is? Tell me if this touches your heart.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to read them? You want me?
I'll let you read them. Go ahead.
There Goes My Life by Kenny Chesney. I don't know that song.
Oh, it's a good song.
Is it a good song?
We love Kenny Chesney.
I know. I love
Kenny Chesney.
Glory by Jay-Z. Don't know that one. First Man, Camila Cabello. Don't know that one. Number 4, Guns N' Roses.
Sweet Child of Mine. I heard that yesterday. Where was that?
In Thor.
Oh yeah, I was like, where did I hear that?
When Thor. The goats came in.
Oh my gosh, the goats.
The screaming goats.
You gotta love the goats. The goats. And again, I need to talk to you.
Two screaming goats.
I love it. Let me just tell you, if I could find 2 screaming goats, you would have 2 screaming goats, because I love every bit of that. Because again, this is my weird sense of humor, and this is okay. They're sitting at a table. Real quick, I know I'll get back. They're sitting at a table, and they're going over their lines, or they're writing this, and that someone said, we need to add screaming goats.
Giant
screaming goats. And the table probably looked at them kind of odd, but then when they added the screaming, very well, that's just fantastic. Anyway, so yes, I'm all about that. And Sweet Child of Mine is definitely in that. Yes, very good. Okay.
Ready, Set, Don't Go by Billy Ray and Miley Cyrus. I don't know that I know that one. The Man He Sees in Me, Luke Combs. Don't know that one. My Girl by The Temptations. Yes, I know that one.
Nothing You Can Do. Now, how does that on a dad?
My Guy.
Oh, I was going to say, well, that would be the one. Why would you be My Girl?
I don't know what.
My Girl.
I don't know who come up with these.
Wait, how does My Girl? Wait, hold on. Why would My Girl be on for Father's Day?
I don't know. Butterfly Kisses by Bob Carlyle.
Oh, that'll make you cry.
Mother's Day song, I would think. But
no. Butterfly Kisses are completely daddy.
Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder?
Oh, now hang on. Remember they played that when Allie was born.
Uh-huh.
Isn't she lovely? Wait, less than 1 minute old or something like that. It goes.
Most of All by Brandy Carlisle. Lullaby.
Hold on. You're ahead of me. Hold on 1 second. Wait, Lullaby. Oh, Lullaby by Billy Joel. Yeah, absolutely.
No, if I know.
Can't go wrong.
That must have been a deep cut on one of his.
On Billy Joel. No, it's good. It's
was
good.
it?
It's
Okay.
good. It's good.
Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin. And,
That'll make you cry.
And I was just.
And the silver moon,
I
little
was
boy
just
blue.
Cat Scratch Fever just came to mind a while ago.
Ted Nugent.
Thank you,
Ted
Sissy.
Nugent over there. Anyway.
She's giving me her early Father's Day present.
She's wanting, she's wanting your attention. That's what she's doing.
Ow.
She'll get your attention.
Daddy could swear.
Wait, hold on. Cats in the Cradle.
Sorry.
We're not giving enough time for that. That is a beautiful Father's Day, right?
Yes.
And we used to play all here. My dad played that all the time on WSLM. Yeah. Little fun fact. Okay, now go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, Daddy could swear. I declare. Gladys Knight and the Pips. I don't know that.
Oh, hold on. I've got two that's not on here.
Daddy could swear. That's funny.
Daddy could swear.
I declare. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. That is cute. We need to listen to that.
I'm surprised.
That would be mine. That would be mine. Would that
WS.
not be mine? Oh, my daddy can swear. I do declare. I'm going to personalize that.
Cat Stevens, Father and Son. Don't know that one. And Drive by Alan Jackson. That was a good song. I do know that one.
Hold on. Where are Daddy's Hands by the Judds?
Yeah.
Hold on. There's another one, Daddy. Who's your daddy? Oh, hang on. Oh, there was another one I had. But anyway, the Daddy's Hands didn't make it. I'm surprised at that. Right?
Just like what we were thinking. My Girl and Sweet Child of Mine are not father-child songs, and might be a little creepy to be on this list. So.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
There's My Father's Eyes by Eric Clapton.
Oh.
Father to Son by Queen. The Sweetest Gift by Sade, and Beautiful Boy by John Lennon. So those are other songs. But yeah, I'm surprised they don't have like top Father's Day gifts or anything else. I guess you guys kind of went over those yesterday.
Which we determined, and this is really kind of cool to know. It's kind of fun to hear like what's one of the biggest sellings at Walmart, biggest sellers at Walmart. Let me talk about was a cleaning your card kit. That's cool. Don't think there won't be one purchased.
Well, I think we probably have most of the stuff.
Oh no! Am I getting shot down over here?
Save your receipt.
Oh no! I know. Okay, I know.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's got to be better. Let's go to Google.
I'm thinking there's more. I know you got the Judds Daddy's Hands. You've got
Oh, Good Housekeeping has a list.
Oh.
Isn't She Lovely? The Best Day by Taylor Swift. It Won't Be Like This for Long by Darius Rucker. Takes After You by Ernst. I don't know how. Dan Fogelberg, leader of the band. Delaney Talks to Statues by Jimmy Buffett. Your Daddy Loves You by Gil Scott Heron. Glory by Jay-Z. Lullaby by Billy Joel. Take You With Me by Luke Combs. That was the 10.
Those were the two. Billy Joel and Luke Combs both made the Southern one too.
Some of these people, I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's more. I do. I know. And I had two in my mind. I can't remember the second one, but the first one was Daddy's Hands with a Judge. I don't remember the second one I was thinking of, but yes. Well, anyway, those are some cool songs for.
Yeah, and here's 18 Father's Day gifts to give. Socks, a grill light, a mini electric chainsaw, a beer stein, a shiatsu shoulder and neck massager, some kind of slipper things. The camera bird feeder. It's actually got a camera in it, and you can watch the birds eat, I guess.
That's exciting.
Or watch one bird peck another. Get the my bird.
Or you can watch the squirrel crawl up and eat the bird food, right?
Yeah. There's digital picture frames. So there's different things.
Oh, the digital picture frame you can put words on, or like you can talk into. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Well, we were talking yesterday about like the traditional tie. Ties are kind of out. You know what I mean? I like a tie, but I don't think we're wearing ties as much. But I think if your father or your somebody that you call or somebody whatever for Father's Day, you're going to get something, and they wear ties. Get one to tie.
There's basic things like
Socks, underwear.
If he likes certain kind of razor blades or razors or shaving cream, get him some of that if he likes.
Well, personalize it. That's what we talked about.
Yeah.
Like make it personal. If he likes pickles, get a jar of pickles.
Yeah.
If he whatever he likes, you know.
Speaking of which, there's a pickle company going to build a big factory up in Columbus.
I know. That's why I've been talking pickles. Have you noticed?
And they say they're
our family loves pickles though. So
they say they're made with no preservatives and stuff. So they make them and ship them cold and sell them cold.
I love that. And then I wonder, like the pickle juice. Then
It's a long time family recipe. Don't know anything about them, but
well, and it's funny because like those homemade pickles, like people like when you find like a grandma's pickles. No, they're the best. You know that.
My grandma, we tried so many times to make pickles, and they just weren't. They were.
My grandma nailed it. Mine got it. Mine
crisp, but they tasted good. The flavor was there, but just they weren't like classic. The crispy, that crunchy.
There wasn't a dinner one that those pickles weren't out, and I'm telling you.
Remember Andy Griffith and the pickles? Aunt Bee's pickles.
Yes, he ate so many of them. Remember?
Yeah. They were nasty.
Yeah, they were nasty. But that's the thing about it. Like, let's say that you make pickles or do pickles. If you don't taste that right off, I mean, you could have several jars that ended up with maybe a missing ingredient or maybe too much of something, right? Mm-hmm. It's easy. Food is hard, very hard sometimes to get it right. All right, what's the weirdest productive hack that actually worked for you? All right, number 1. How much can I get done before the song ends? I do that. I do that to myself. I will see and hang on, if you kind of go back when the girls were little.
How much can I get done before they reveal the house?
That is true. That is true. Exactly. Got a lot of time to get back over there too.
Bus driver, move that.
No, that's wrong group. Okay, so, but if you remember with the girls did not always want to clean their rooms. They didn't want to do chores. So we come up with a plan that we'd all be in the same room, and we had I think it was realistic. I think it was 10 minutes, and everybody got assigned different rooms. Mm-hmm. You had 10 minutes to do your best in each room. And then we went around, remember, and judged each room. And it was amazing what they could get done when they really were really hit it hard and got done in 10 minutes. You can do a lot. When there's so many of us, everybody tackles each room, you're going to get it done. Yeah. So I thought that was cool. But anyway, but I do that to myself. I don't say it out loud, but sometimes I'm like, can I get this done before the song ends? Those are little things I do. Okay. Number 2, the 5-minute rule. If a task should take less than 5 minutes, do it now. I don't think about that. I try to knock out my bigger task and then leave the littler task. I go boldly into the night, right? Goliath, here I come.
I go just the opposite.
Yeah, I know. That's why it works. Okay, number 3, listening to the right thing, generic white noise, classical music, something instrumental like a video game soundtrack or movie music from spaghetti westerns. Listening to the right thing. These are how to be productive.
I don't know about listening to the soundtrack of Everwood, or what was one of those, Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
What's spaghetti westerns? I've never heard that.
It was the ones that Clint Eastwood did over in Italy.
I don't remember that.
They were.
I thought I knew most of Clint
Eastwood. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly for a few dollars.
Why do they call them spaghetti westerns?
Because they were made over in Italy.
Oh gosh, duh. Okay. I guess I've never heard them called that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I love Clint Eastwood and Good, Bad, and Ugly. I've seen it all, but I didn't realize it was called spaghetti westerns. That's funny. I did not know that. Wow. Has that been around? I mean, have people, oh goodness, I did not know that. Never heard that one. That's a new one for me. Learned something new. Okay. Well, I don't know.
Probably a derogatory term for
not nice maybe.
Movies,
okay.
But they could have just as well called them lasagna movies, I guess, or lasagna westerns.
Yeah. Okay, I like
ZD Westerns.
Alfredo.
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 Stromboli Westerns.
Get out of here. Okay. This is how to be productive hacks that people use. Number 4, I switch rooms depending on the task. Writing, I do it in the kitchen. Emails in the bedroom floor. My brain thinks it's a new job each time and stays alert. Okay. But I think just a little bit of stop right there. I don't think we're supposed to be doing work in the bedroom like that. I think like you're not supposed to be sending emails and stuff like that. They say, I've heard people say that. Okay. People do it. We do it. All right. Number 5, burn a candle with a certain scent every time you do a certain task. I don't do that, but I'm sure if it works.
We couldn't.
We what?
We might be able to.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
That'd be a lot of candles to have set up.
6, I have a resistant band around the legs of my work chair and to do leg extensions if I'm getting distracted. Okay. I don't know who's doing this, but okay, good for them. Number 7, what works for me is hating someone and wanting someone to do better and wanting to do better than that one. Well, that's horrible. You don't want to do that. I don't like 7. Boo. Number 8, a former boss of mine would say, before you start anything, think for 10 minutes how you're going to do it. Would that be like working smarter, not harder? I don't know.
I don't know, but you've wasted 10 minutes.
I know. I could have already been doing a lot in 10 minutes. Number 9.
Most people know what to do. They just procrastinate and don't do it.
Tidy as you go. Train yourself to look around before leaving a room and pick something up that can be put away anywhere you're going. And okay, now hang on. I do this. And that is why I'm late places. Because I do try to do that. I try to do all that before I leave. And then that'll make me late getting places. So that can be a good thing to tidy up as you go. I agree with that. Or while you're cooking, keep doing dishes. You know what I mean? I love to do all that. And I agree with all that. But it's also can be where you're late because you're doing all that real quick. But you'll be happier when you get home. So number 10, every time I need to make an important phone call, I put on red lipstick. Something about makes me feel more confident and professional. Okay. I don't know about that. Okay. I need to be more observant. Maybe I do better with my lipstick on. I don't know. Number 11, give me a deadline and I'll make it. Don't, and I won't. That's kind of true. I can see that. Number 12, I pull all my tasks on slips on a paper of a jar. Then I draw one randomly and do it. Okay. Draw one randomly and do it. It's a game and it makes things seem less overwhelming because they're broken into small chunks and not only one long scary list. I don't do that because I probably, and I do personally what needs to be done the first. Yeah. Right? How do you feel with you?
I wouldn't put it on
jar.
Yeah, if you got something that's really important and you don't ever come to it, if you've taped it to the bottom of the jar.
It's been 2 weeks and I've not came to that.
Put it on the bottom of the jar so you'll never draw it out.
Yeah.
Just make a list of stuff that you've got to do or in your mind or on paper if you have to have it on paper or in your phone or computer or whatever, and try to do what you've got time to do. I mean, if you've got time to tackle a big thing,
we got to get out of here
in a day, then try to get it. But then people get phone calls, people get emails where somebody says, "I've got to have this right now." Then,
right. Okay. Last one. The entire roll of putting the entire roll of garbage bags goes into the garbage can. It's much easier.
Well, we try to put a couple in there, but not the whole roll.
That's very smart to do though, because then you're ready and set for the next person. But we got to get out of here. So we need to thank our sponsors this afternoon.
Temple, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Neck Hospital, Louisville Bats, First Harrison Bank, McAllister Land Consulting, Marshall Monuments, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Fox Burley Wealth Management, Mama Rosa's, Americans for Prosperity, Salem Crossing, Walmart, and Mediview Healthcare.
All right. I want everyone to have the best Thursday ever. And Greg, I want to wish you a happy Father's Day, and you shall be lavished.
We've got a couple days, so just keep wishing.